Hello and welcome. My name is Schnee. I'm from Archives of Nihilus, and this is the first episode of what I like to call This Is How I Do It. That means this is not a guide. I'm simply going to show you my stuff, explain my thought process, and hopefully get a comment on what you think about it. So let's jump right into it. I'm wearing 174 PvP gear augmented with willpower and a little bit of surge. I opted for blue augments because they're cheaper. And quick reminder, not a pro, so if you think please don't comment or watch any further because we all know it's tiny and nobody wants it. I opt to ignore these people. Let's have a look at the combat proficiencies. My thought process here was to make myself as mobile and resilient as possible, so I opted for reduced damage and increased healing on myself, as well as a nice additional AoE heal. The other abilities are not bad. I mean, 25% more damage on Forest Storm can be really good to kill off people, to guard stuff, but I wanted to be the mobile, resilient healer, so I went for that. This is why in the Masterful section I went with Immersion. And Immersion removes all moving and parrying effects when you use your force speed, and that's, kind of the pattern that I'll do here. Exactly with Backlash, your static barrier explodes and stuns people when it ends. This makes you get away. And 10% on your static barrier for everybody, simply good healing because I tend to spam static barrier. Again, the other abilities really, really nice, especially here Corrupt Flash, reducing damage taken from all periodic effects. I would like to have that, yet I think the other three are better or more consistent with, the theme or the thought process I have and my playstyle. So let's go to the heroic section and again force mobility. That's what I went with. And innovate is kind of my bread and butter. I don't know if every sorc heal would say that it is. For me, it certainly is, and especially in PvP. In PvE, well, I don't know. I'm not really into PvP. I'm not good, as you can see in other videos. So, this no, it's not Conspiring Force, but here, Corrupted Barrier. This, again, would be totally in my theme, of resilience, and especially in Arena, that would be so great to have. But again, I think the mobility bit is more vital. So, that's it for my abilities, and well, let's have a look at a little gameplay here. We are in an unranked arena, and a lot of healers think that Arena is pretty annoying, because in Warzones you get focused as a healer, but in Arena it's pretty much the go-to of your opponent's team, which makes it, well, not fun if they, stun you a couple of times and you pop your bubble and your stun break, and after that you're simply dead. So what I try here is to stay as far back as possible and still keep everybody in my party in heal range and kind of wait for whom they are going to focus, which is kind of... Who's this guy? Percy. And as I said, I spam my static barrier and my innovate to try to up people. As you can see here, I get stunned for the first time, and I choose not to pop my stun break, because there's no incoming damage on me. And if it's just a 4-second stun, I have enough time to up my party again, and I still keep that really vital stun break and my really vital bubble for the time when they actually focus me with 2 or 3 players. And who would have guessed, this is exactly what happens. To focus me, I try to get away and get them away from me. But when I see that their healer died, I decide, okay, pop a med pack and just kite them. Still saving my bubble for the time when I'm really close to dying, which is right about here. But up until this point, they focused on me, they tried to kill me, and my party had the opportunity to do a lot of damage and kill them without interrupts, without, anything in their way. And we won, which is nice. In the second round, I tried to do the same thing, but they paid attention. The stealther stuns me, waits for his buddy, and they focus me with 2. If they would have focused me with 3 or all 4, I would have popped my bubble and probably died here. But gladly, they split their damage on Buddy Fed and me, so I am able to survive. I'm getting stunned again in a second, and I will use my stun break to get out of it. And I'm being stunned again. Now my static barrier erupts and they are stunned, so I can use force speed and get away. And I run to the other side of the arena, trying to be cute and draw the opponent's team to me, so my team can kill their healer. Yet I thought he had already popped his bubble, which he didn't. Which means I simply ran out of healing rage and one of us died. From here on out, they're just gonna kill us off. And it was pretty much my mistake, because I didn't pay attention whether or not this vital cooldown of the bubble was still on our opponent's sorc heal.
The round is over.
In the third round, our opponents try to do the same thing as in the second round. You know, their stealther comes, stuns one, but not the healer. The team takes far more time to get here. And now I can't really tell, but I doubt that there's any focus fire. So it's pretty much a waste. And as you can see, their stealther is really not too healthy anymore and needs to be upped by their healer. Now he tries to force a stun break out of me, which didn't happen because there was no focus damage. It was only him, and he didn't really do a lot of burst. So up to this point, I would say I had a pretty easy job, and the only thing that could have messed it up is if I panic and pop my, stun break or bubble too early, which was simply not necessary. And from here on out, well, they didn't execute their strategy well, they didn't focus, and just one of them died. And now it's pretty much the reversal from round 2. We still have our healer, we have one more DPS, and if we don't make a huge mistake, we're gonna kill them off. Here I just popped my bubble because, well, I just didn't want to risk getting killed. It wasn't really necessary. And, well, that's the end of it. In conclusion, I'd say the most important stuff to bear in mind when you're a sorc healer in an arena is stay back, try not to get focused. If you get focused, get away, but keep your party in heal range. Don't pop your stun break or your bubble too early, so don't panic. And keep your static barrier up on everybody at all times. Well, but that's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. This is Schnee signing off. Thank you for watching.